G'day guys and gals. Alright, so today's one is pretty crap. The daily contract is Fearless 3. You're going to need a pretty stacked squad to do this strategy at the very least. This is probably the least stacked squad I could get, but anyway. So, we want Myrtle and Courier as initial deployment point boosters. Armia and Pudding as casters. Now, I did try a couple of other casters and none of them really worked out too great for me. There's not really a lot of good options for 4 stars anyway. If you are more than happy to do so, I would even consider honestly using someone like, say, Beeswax, Skyfire with skill 2. Those are all exceptionally great choices. Lazy makes for a great choice as well, but Skyfire's stun and Beeswax's ability just to soak damage makes life really, really good. Obviously, Mint will do the exact same thing, but for my run, Pudding and Armia will be fine. Armia skill 1, Pudding skill 2. 2 single target healers, so Gavial and Suzerain with skill 1. An AoE healer, now you won't need an AoE healer. I would argue that you can also use a single target healer. I would probably suggest it if you're going to bring a 5-star. Because you'll probably get a lot more life out of them. The alternative, of course, is say use Breeze, because for being an AoE healer, she has a fantastic skill. Breeze is a free unit, so fantastic. Outside of that, we're going to be supporting that AoE healer, regardless of who it is, with Gummy. I absolutely suggest you use Gummy, because the others won't heal until something drops below 50%, and with the amount of damage that's coming in, that's probably going to be too late to be caring about healing. Aurora with skill 2, Ethan with skill 2, for that attempted RNG roll. Vigna with skill 2, so very high damage single block Vanguard, and as always, I suggest you guys borrow a Gnosis with skill 3, and if you haven't got your medals already, otherwise, by all means, grab your own. Outside of that though, guys, hope this helps. If it does, please leave a sub, helps me out a bunch, and I really do appreciate that. I'm going to take this fairly slow this time around because I do want to squeeze every single second out of these deployment point skills. Because it's going to be mega tight. Okay. Now my Myrtle is only Mastery 2 for this skill, so if you have a Mastery 3 Myrtle, you'll probably find your life hell of a lot more comfortable than mine, especially if your Courier has masteries. So, Myrtle left, Courier up, and Vigna to the right. As I said, we're going to be squeezing these the deployment points as much as humanly possible. So, Armia in as soon as we can. Vigna's skill, Myrtle's skill, Armia's skill, Ethan in. Now, if Ethan manages to actually do something, all the better. Pray, cross your fingers, toes, and everything else. Alrighty, so by this point in time, if everything is looking the way mine does, you're under control, sort of. I know that's probably not encouraging, but... Aurora, down the bottom here. Now, thankfully, we'll get a little bit of slow going on this guy, thanks to the chill. The big problem is going to be Myrtle getting hit, but that's okay. So, Suzuro in to back up Aurora because she's going to need healing. And Myrtle's skill as soon as it's ready to squeeze out those deployment points, or she can just get nuked. Not helpful, but that's okay. Alright, Aurora's good to go. Skill, healer in here, just to keep Armia topped up. And at the moment, everything's looking okie dokie. Courier's still cycling. We're going to take Vigna out. We don't need her anymore. We are going to pop in our pudding. And things are going to go from 0 to 100 on this top line, so just keep an eye on them. So I'm going to use Armia's skill soon. We're watching for this guy here. You will need to use Perfumer's skill. As soon as Armia starts looking like really close to dying, drop in Gavial because she does have a support skill for her on deploy, and that'll help Perfumer with her own skill cycling. Alright. Skill, Suzuro skill. And so far we're looking okay. So you'll notice that I'm actually just waiting now, just to sort of, I don't really want to say to see what's going on, but I want to wait for this crocodile, the Teakwa warrior, to get a little bit closer. Because I really want to get the most out of Aurora's skill here. So once it gets to there, skill. So hopefully, if everything goes to plan, the first one will go down. So you will notice that I did just lose those two casters in the top lane. That is to be expected. Let's be dead honest, I am not shocked at all, but I'm going to use Ethan's skill. And what I'm about to do is a quick little shuffle. I'm just going to deploy Vigna here. I'm going to take out Courier. Let this warrior go through. And do another little shuffle. Again, we're just watching what happens here. Skill, and away we go. Now, this guy, I killed his shade, so he's not going to get through. My only real concern is I used the skill a little bit early, so this Teakwa warrior may actually still be present. Yes, it will. So, this guy's going to get through. It's whatever. I mean, I can do this. Outside of that, though, everyone's done, so we're just going to start taking people out. Skill. Yep, everyone's done. Skill. So that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be, but it is how it is. The only one we've got left is this guy here, who is not really giving up the goose. There he goes. It is really, really close, and there's not a lot you can do about it because you can't exactly speed anything up. Even if you do kill things quicker, like there's not actually a way to speed it up, so you're kind of stuck at that last few seconds It shouldn't take you any more than 10 seconds. I mean, that took me more than 10 seconds because something went awry. I bollocksed up Aurora's skill, but you never should be in that sandstorm for all too long. So I hope that helps out, guys.